G'day guys, in this video we are inviting you to come along on our very first camping trip on Fraser Island, and not only that, this is the very first time we are camping out of our new canopy with our new rooftop tent. It's going to be an epic trip on a mission to get to Sandy Cape, on a mission to get some fish, and a mission to get some pippies and just have a good time with some good friends. So come along and let's go. Yo, check it out guys, we are back on the barge to Gari for another little trip. This is a trial trip for our Simpson Desert Run. Check out all our new camping gear, see how it shall work, so come on for a ride and let's get into it. Well, finally, only after about 30 visits to Gari, Fraser Island, by car, this is time to have our first crack at camping on the island. Well, we were on the 8 o'clock barge from Riverheads heading into Kingfisher on a dark and gloomy, slightly rainy day, and the forecast for the next few days was the same. Nonetheless, we were all excited and keen to get over and check out Gari once again. It's only a short 45-minute ride over from Riverheads to Kingfisher Bay, and since the winds had dropped down, at least the water was calm. It's always exciting feeling driving off the barge onto Kingfisher, and during the transit, I had taken the time to let my tyre pressures down, 20 psi all around, just to start me off. After a short tea break to let most of the traffic get through first, we then hit the inland track ourselves to head to the eastern beach. As we'd suspected from past trips, all the heavy rain we've had made the tracks really nice and firm and very easy to drive. The only issue we came across was this steep step up, which was approached a bit too cautiously, but thanks to some expert guidance by yours truly, it was an easy obstacle to overcome. Go back. Go back. Right. The rest of the track out was easy going. We took Cornwall's Break Road to go from the west to the east because it seems to be the least busiest of the inland tracks cutting across. All of the inland tracks on Gari have a 30 kilometers an hour speed limit, and it took us about an hour to get from Kingfisher Bay out onto the eastern beach. Alright guys, we've just come through to the eastern side, and no matter how many times we come here, when you first break onto the beach from the inland track, it's just so awesome. Every single time you're like, yes, we've made it to the eastern beach. Now we're just going to drive up and along and probably find a good place for lunch because I'm getting a bit hungry. Maybe Eli Creek. We're not far from Eli Creek. We just came down Cornwall's Break.
I'm very hungry with like Dad, so I'm gonna eat first. So I'm gonna put my shoes on and then eat. Okay. And then when I'm finished or I have enough, I'll just go in the ocean. And the place where I'm swimming is Eli Creek because there's a deep end where I can swim.
The run up the beach from Cornwall's Break Road to Eli Creek is fairly short, but there are a couple of rock spots to navigate: Yidney Rocks and Pyongan Rocks. Now, because the tides weren't very low, we had no choice but to go through them, but on a low tide, you can drive around them. Nonetheless, it's very easy to get through. As we got closer and closer to Eli Creek, the weather was also closing in on us very quickly. And we also ran into some mates from back home, so we set up at Eli Creek together for some lunch, just in time before getting pounded by the rain. Hey guys, so we have pulled up at Eli Creek for a bit of lunch, and just as we did that, it started raining. Lucky I saw it come in and I put out the good old King's 270 freestanding awning, and we're just sitting here and it's raining and it's pouring and it goes away and comes again. I'm just thinking, like, if it wasn't for this awning, we would have to be in the car because we've got the old straight put out awning there, the XDMO. It doesn't matter, they're all the same, all the brands, but it's just not the same. It doesn't give you the same coverage. It takes so much more effort to put up and pull down, and then the water pulling on them is terrible. So when it's raining, you can't really use it that well anyway. But so grateful for this King's 270 degree awning. Like, it means that we can actually just stay out of here and actually enjoy the rain. Just sit here and watch it pass through. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it was even a bit windy. It held up to it really well. Yeah, good.
highly recommend getting a 270 freestanding awning, and the King's one is holding up alright. How'd you go?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, there's a little camping hack for you. When you're camping and you need to save water, use the rainwater of your awning to wash stuff. Hey guys, so Jaden's got a question for us. Go on.
What are those white shells over there?
Right that is what's called a shell midden.
It's a shell midden.
Shell midden it's where a long time ago, when people gathered around here to have a feast, they used to chuck all the shells in a big pile. They used to get all the shellfish, pippies and mussels in the ocean, have a big fire, have a big feast around here, and shove it all in a big pile over there. Now, after thousands of years, it's built up with sand, and all of a sudden there's been a landslide, and the sand has washed away, and now we can see the shells that have been put there thousands of years ago. Well, that plastic bottle is definitely not there from thousands of years ago. It's bloody tourist. The difference is the rubbish that these guys left behind is all natural. The rubbish that the new tourists are leaving behind is not natural, and that's going to hurt the animals around here.
We're gonna have,
The fish, the dingoes, the birds.
we're gonna have plastic mittens.
Plastic mittens. I think that the whole world is going to be plastic mittens. After spending the rest of the afternoon chilling out by Eli Creek, swimming and just enjoying the beautiful place, we were late into camp to set up. The next morning, we were early out of camp to get on with the mission for the day. Morning guys, welcome to our day 2 of camping on Gari. Hey, first time camping on Gari, and also our first time heading up to Sandy Cape. We're in a big convoy today. I didn't do much vlogging last night because we got the camp set up late, and yeah, so there was not much light, and we're a bit busy actually. It's actually quite busy camping without a caravan, I'll tell you that. So anyways, today's mission is to get to Sandy Cape because we've never been, and most of the convoy's never been, but lucky we've got old Rusty Bucket in front of us leading the way. They've been just about a month ago, so they should know the track pretty familiar, and let's hope we can all get through in one piece and make it to Sandy Cape. So come along for a ride with us on our first trip to Sandy Cape. Let's go.
What place do you guys want Rusty to be at the front here?
Alrighty guys, it's been about half an hour since we left, say, the Mahino. We're now at Indian Head. Been a good run up and see how it goes. It's pretty busy, quite a bit of traffic, mostly going north by the looks of it. So we'll see what the track's like. It can get infamously bad, but it's been a lot of rain, so I think it should be nice and firm. Maybe a bit bumpy, but anyway, let's see what it's like today. Guys, that was an easy run. Now we had the cathedral, now we had Champagne Pools run up, and it's actually nice.
Yeah, unless you want to make a milkshake on the way up to the Champagne Pools, just take it slow.
There you go, you heard it yourself. No need to go hard because it's very, very bumped out from people not running low enough tire pressures, and there's actually timber under here, so there's no need to worry about it too much. After a quick pit stop to let the convoy use the facilities that's nicely provided to us, it was onwards towards Waddy Point. I always love these little glimpses of the ocean you get through the rainforest trees high up in the dunes on top of Waddy Point. We made it safely down to the beach, waited for the rest of the convoy to catch up, and then we powered on north. Alright guys, it's been exactly an hour since we went past the Mahino, and we have just gone past the Orchid Beach. So this is all new ground for me. I'm very excited, a little bit nervous about Nagala Rocks and beyond, but we've got a nice big convoy with a lot of experienced four-wheel drivers, so should be a pretty good chance of getting through, hopefully. Between Waddy Point and Nagala Rocks, we came across heaps of dingoes, and these dingoes have got themselves quite the reputation at the moment. They have been approaching people and they are quite dangerous, so give them a wide berth where you can. When we got to Nagala Rocks, there was a big lineup of cars waiting to go through because someone on the other side was bogged. So as some of us went to try and help them to get out, the kids made the most of it and played on the sand dunes with their boogie boards. After seeing our mate stuck, all of us were a bit nervous and all of us got out our deflators and went down even more with our tyre pressures. I'm dropping tyres back down. I'm running about 15 now, so hopefully there'll be enough for me to not get stuck, because there was a guy stuck up there and a bit of a convoy holding everyone up. So now it's probably going to be a bit more chewed up. So hopefully 15 on my high profile tyres, on my low profile tyres, should do the trick. Well, we were as ready as we were ever gonna be. Nothing left to do now but just to give it a crack. The first part of this section is actually really easy. Well, at least it wasn't this day. The base is firm, the water was shallow, nothing much to do but just to drive steadily through it. This next part, however, this is where you can get stuck if you don't give it a good crack. It's a slight incline and the sand here can get really soft, although on this day it was quite firm because of the rain. It still was quite badly rutted out from all the wheel spinning. So it was a matter of selecting a speed that's steady enough not to lose momentum, but slow enough where you're not going to get bounced around too much. I'm going to let the whole clip play through from one side to the other so you can get a good idea of what it's actually really like. Now, bear in mind, the track conditions will change vastly depending on how hot and dry the sand can be, especially at the ends where the waves can erode or pile up more sand. Once we were through to the other side, we waited for the rest of the convoy to join us. They all came through, one by one, slowly but surely, and no one getting bogged. Alright guys, we got through Nagala Rocks unscathed. It was actually really pretty easy. So everyone sort of panicked because there's a Rodeo stuck in there and it's holding everybody up, and we kind of didn't want to do the same, so it was a big queue already. So we all panicked and let our tyres down. I went fronts to 15, rears out to 16, and yeah, just walked through easy as. I think going back might actually be a bit trickier because there's a couple of step ups and all that, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, we're continuing along the beach heading north, and we have to drive through all the rocks because the tide is still up a bit. So yeah, we're gonna keep pushing forward. The big convoy, there's a big lineup of cars all the way up along. Looks like everyone's heading up to the lighthouse today, so yeah, we'll see you in a bit at Sandy Cape. pushing further north, we came across plenty more coffee rocks to drive over. They were all pretty easy going, and one by one, we all got through them. A little further up north and we came across another bog cart, this time a Toyota Prado. While we offered to help get them out, some others behind us got impatient and decided to drive around. After watching a few other cars go through, one of our crew got brave enough and gave it a crack too. But by this time, the Prado had gotten through and we could all have a crack at going through the dry way. Woo! Go! There you go. That's it. We did all get through. However, just a side note, the Amaroks both needed to have 2 cracks at it, while all of the Mitsubishi variants got through on their first attempt. Just saying. Now, as we pushed further north, the rocks became more and more impassable, forcing us to drive into the water to get around. And with the surf coming up higher and higher, this was starting to get a bit of a worrying point. Alright guys, so we've made it up here so far. We're about, I don't know, maybe 1/3 of the way left from Waddy Point to go. But we've decided to turn around. The tide and the time is not with us here. So we're going to head back, go to Waddy Point, have some lunch. I'm getting hungry. Everyone's keen for a beer. So unfortunately we are not going to get to Sandy Cape today. So we'll have to just try it again another time, mate. Where are we going to go? Waddy Point? Waddy Point. Are you guys going to go up? A little bit disappointed, but you know, it is what it is. The tides, not much height difference on the tides, so the low is just not going enough to get all on the rocks. And even if we go through, like coming back will be coming back with the tide pushing in, and yeah, just doesn't feel safe. So we're just gonna go on, and the kids have probably had enough already, sitting in the car for about 3 hours now. Yeah. So we're gonna go get some lunch, get some fishing gear out, try our luck on the fishes. Anyway, it's not wasted, it's still a good time.
Where are we going?
Fishing! I'm gonna go to lunch first.
Well, we made our way back through all the obstacles back to Waddy Point, where we pulled up at the base of a dune to make some lunch and let the kids have a nice big play. As we kept pushing south back towards our camp, all the Brisbane mob decided to go to Champagne Pools, while us locals, well, we decided to go to Eli Creek and chill out for the rest of the afternoon. Currently, the water levels at Eli Creek is as deep as I ever remember seeing it. It made for a really nice swim where you could dive right down into the deep water. Just before sunset, the rest of the crew joined us, just as most of the people buggered off from Eli Creek. This gave us a rare, quiet opportunity to enjoy the creek and a bit of peace and quiet. We witnessed the beautiful sun setting over the mountains and counted ourselves lucky not to end up like this poor bloke. Talk about an endless beach, eh? So our second night in camping, and I was getting very proud of myself for having a very nice, easy and quick setup. After a very nice, comfortable and cozy sleep in our rooftop tent, the morning brought with it a couple of happy faces. And a pack of the local Wangari came down to see if they could score some freebie. Sorry fellas, no handouts from this mob. Man, we were ever so grateful to be in a fenced camping area. Alright guys, here we are with trying to entertain the kids, having a very quiet morning this morning. We're entertaining the kids on camp. What are we doing? You want to talk? Tell us what we're doing.
Hello! Can you see me? I am on YouTube!
Yes, we can see you. What are you going to tell us?
We're on Fraser Island,
And
Gulgari,
what are we doing here?
and we're camping, and we're going for a drive.
And what's that on your head?
It's a flower crown. My one has actual flowers on it, see? They're very pretty flowers. She made it for us. She's making one.
Just braiding a tree.
These branches.
Yeah.
And I found a dingo stick. There's lots of dingoes. We just had 5 pass through there.
Was it cool?
Yeah.
You feel safe on this side of the fence?
Yes.
So do you feel like that we are the animals inside the zoo and the dingoes are watching us?
Yeah.
Because we're inside the fence and they're on the outside?
Yeah. And they were fighting yesterday, and we had to get in the car because they might attack us.
That's right.
So one went under our car right before we were going to drive off. It was injured. It had a cut on its shoulder. Hello. This is YouTube, Alex. We're going to be on YouTube. Yep, I know, bruh.
So what do you want to start a YouTube?
Okay. Hope you like this video, and see you tomorrow. Subscribe and ring the bell. We want more subscribers. We only have 3,000.
That's right guys, subscribe and ring that bell. How's it going, Jaden? You liking the Gulgari trip? What's on your head, mate?
A crown.
The crown.
We haven't found any pippies or worms, but there was some dingoes. This is a peanut. It's a seed, man. It's a bunyip. A bunyip.
So the mission today, we're going to just cruise along the beach, trying to find some pippies for bait and catch some fish. Because I haven't had fish the whole time on Gulgari, which is unusual. So we're going to... Fishing is the mission today. Well, with the day's mission pretty clear and a hungry mob of people to feed, we got to finding some pippies. You guys find a good patch? What have we got here?
I have 3 huge ones and 1 little one. Look, they're so big.
So we're catching pippies for what?
To eat them.
Yeah, who loves pippies?
Yay.
So So we've come a long way from our campsite to find these pippies. Our campsite is right there behind those dunes. Now, that's a female. We'll put that one back. Watch out for cars. What you got?
Worm.
What you get, a worm?
Yeah.
So you got a beach worm before your dad's got one?
Yeah. It was inside the water.
Inside the water. There you go. Even Jordan's caught a beach worm before I've got one, man. I'm never going to catch a beach worm. Well, on that cue, it's time to go to the pub. The Happy Valley pub, that is, to grab some pub grub. Alright guys, well we just stopped in at, where was it? Happy Valley pub. Had a nice pub meal there for lunch. Had a snitty and chips and salad. It was great. Now we just pop down right at the front. It's a bit of a gutter here, and Jaden wastes no time. This kid stolen me rod and trying to catch a dart. Lawrence here has already caught one, and let's see, hopefully Jaden can catch one. Honestly, I'm not even going to try and fish because when Jaden's fishing, he's either catching or I've got to rebait. So I'm constantly busy with him. So hopefully he'll catch one, and we'll show you catching a dart on Gari. Wait, you gonna catch one?
Yeah.
Well, Jaden did give it a good hot crack, but came up empty-handed. Ross, on the other hand, he wasted no time and was onto one pretty quick smart. Dart boy. All right guys, day 3 or night 3 and our last night here. We've had a good time fishing and pipping. We've got lots of pippies. Kids all helped out in the pipping. You guys would have seen that already. And so we've got Ash here cooking away some pippies, our usual stir-fried curry pippies, and we've got some deep-fried dart coming right up. That's going to be dinner tonight.
And
these are pippies.
stir fry.
Best pippies ever.
Best pippies ever, we heard. There you go.
First Pipi.
How's it going?
You wouldn't like them. I'll have you share. You wouldn't like them at all.
Amazing.
I'll see what you mean.
He's a chef. What do you reckon? Everyone loves it.
Oh, that's so good. Well, we're gonna have to find some more tomorrow.
How was the pippies?
It was awesome. My new favorite.
New favorite?
Like, it's like curried pippies. You know, it's the best. It was the best. That was my favorite out of all 3. Definitely. That was so seasoned and it was so yummy. Yeah.
There you go. Everyone loves the pippies, curry pippies. We've made a video about how to make these on our channel already, so you can check it out if you want.
Yeah, no.
Alright, so here's the dart. The well, lighting is not that good, hey. Here's the dart. You guys would have seen all this on our channel before already, but the girls are going to try the dart. It's crumb dart. They might have a little bit of bones in it, but Lawrence filleted them. The hands
I'm
really
good
good.
with bones.
Alright, let's go for it then.
This looks good.
Yeah, take the bottom pieces because these ones might be hot.
Okay, let's try it. Just take this one. I'll try a little. Pipi. It's so good. Yeah, I'm thinking like I bite into it. I'm thinking like this is. Like can I show you? Kids, like you have sour and then really sweet. This is crispy and then really soft, and then it's just a real and it's just a really good mix. Good. It's better.
Oh, what do you got? You got the 5 vicks in the frame. Can't even see me. Alright, we've had our food at our place. Now we're going up the hill to the next campsite and trying out their food. This is awesome.
Right, now what we got here? A fresh dart off the beach with Fraser. Bit of lemon, bit of butter. Keep it simple.
Salt, pepper, onion powder.
Salt and onion powder. Good.
Good stuff.
Fresh fish, nice and simple. Delicious.
He's the cook.
Cooked by a pro.
Oh no. No, it's a team effort.
What fish was it?
There's
Dart. Just dart.
some dart.
That's the
This is not even a 4 hour. Do you want me to go get some lime? I've got some fresh lime.
Yes.
It's all happening here, guys. This is awesome. Communal camping. We haven't done camping, let alone communal camping. This is awesome.
It's so much fun.
It is good fun. Yeah.
Pippies to boot, I think.
And the other pippies, guys, I tried this one already. This is so good. Have a look at that.
Baby rays. Oh, they're all gone now.
all gone.
None left.
What was in this one, bro?
It's a mix of two, so that one had sweet baby rose, HP sauce, onions, chili, and the other one had onion, chili, garlic, some sambal, some white wine. Steam it up and good.
See, Pipi is not just for bait, guys, I'm telling you, try it. Well, good morning, guys. It's nice and early. We only went up, got the kettle on for a coffee. Just thought I'd show you around the campsite before it gets a bit chaotic. But this is our little camp setup. I'll do a do a video on the rooftop tent probably later on today, so I'll post it up probably even before this video. So this is our view straight out of the rooftop tent. There's a little fence, dingo fence, but onto the dunes, onto the beach. It's beautiful. Down there's a couple of our mates in their swag. Up there's Eshlin's brother in a nice tent site. Here's Eshlin playing with some vines. And we got our mates there in their hybrid camper. Pretty awesome, eh? And more swags for the kids, and another site over there. So we're all in one area. We've actually booked out the whole site. There's 5 sites you can get in this Eli Creek fenced area, but 2 randoms have taken up the sites up further, so we've just camped up in the road, which is alright because we're the only ones supposed to be in here. But yeah, it's really awesome. It's really nice being in this dingo fence area. You don't have to worry about the kids, but even then we see the dingoes every morning, evening, day, constantly going up and down, and they go from like up Eli Creek down past Happy Valley. We see them patrolling all the way up and down the beach. Lots of action with dingoes happening at Eli Creek at the moment. A couple of different mobs. I think they're getting into a bit of a tiff. But 2 nights in a row now they've been getting into a blue. So, but anyway, so we feel very safe here in this dingo fenced area. There's a lot of kids, and kids being kids when they get into a group, there's no controlling them, so they've been running around. But we don't feel worried about them at all. They just run around, and it's okay as long as they stay in the fenced area. They're okay. Hey.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of fish cleaning and food.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a peace of mind knowing that the dingoes aren't going to be scavenging around our sites, because we haven't really been putting stuff away. So yeah, and we don't actually have room to put it all away. So
yeah, we've got the we'll leave the rubbish bag out. We'll close it up and just leave it out so we can keep using it in the morning. Only because we know we're in the dingo fenced area and then I gotta come in. So if we were camping outside of the area, then you'd make sure you pack all the rubbish away, all the food away. What we pretty much do, we just leave the rubbish bag out unless it's full. And like, we leave our stove and stuff out. No food out really, but yeah, just the rubbish, which is gonna be obviously attracting the dingoes if they were to get in. But anyways, otherwise the camp is working out really well. So last morning we're gonna all pack up and hit the road and be back home by tonight. Hopefully along the way, because the weather is beautiful today. The rain has stayed away all night and it's just gorgeous. But we will we'll do a review on the rooftop tent today, make a video on that. And the shower tent, the king shower tent, is working out alright. It's good to have a bit of privacy when you're in such close camps, and you don't want to be walking off and digging a hole every half an hour or whatever. But yeah, we haven't had to use the shower because we've just been going to Eli Creek and having a bath in there, so it's good. No soap or anything, but you know, so we're only here for 3 nights, so we'll have a nice hot shower, get proper clean when we get home. But it's been good enough to keep us fresh. It's a pretty amazing freshwater systems here on Fraser Island, so make the most of it. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna brew up coffee. We're doing it very fancy coffee brews today, aren't we? What do we got? We got I'm just showing them our fancy coffee making system.
Oh.
Can I show them? Should we keep it a secret? Yeah.
Maybe keep it a secret for now.
Guys, it's pretty high-tech system. Instant coffee, mate. She goes all right. It saves me carrying around heavy coffee gear because I am tight enough for space as it is. And I've gone back to a 1200 canopy, as you can see. And the biggest reason for that is trying to keep everything in the canopy. The weight distribution of the ute works a lot better, and also it means I don't pack as much gear, because if I have a bigger canopy I will just fill that thing up with more gear. So that's why when the shorter canopy is working out really good. We have 60 litres of water on board, although we didn't have it filled up and having issues with the filler leaking all the water out. So we ran out of water last night, which was not a good time to run out of water because we had all that fish and pippies and stuff to cook and clean and all that. So not a good night to run out of water, but we have backup drinking water we bought, and we're getting by. Anyways, I'm gonna make some coffee. I'll chat to you in a bit. Now, just after we had finished packing up, in fact, right here was where the tent and the toilet setup was. This little fella came for a visit. Now, we reckon this is an Eastern Brown, but that's just a guess. And if you guys have a better idea, please let us know in the comments below to what snake this is. Well, after a slow and relaxing start to the morning, we're all packed up and ready to go. We cleaned up the campsite, headed on out to the beach to collect some more pippies. Then we went down to Eurong to have a feed at the bakery, and then we went on our separate ways. The Brisbane crew heading down to Inskip to catch their barge, and us heading out to Kingfisher to catch our barge back home to Hervey Bay. Well guys, we have just driven on the barge on our way back home to Hervey Bay, through Riverheads of course. Just want to say thanks for coming along with the ride in this video, and also thanks for the crew for inviting us out to camp with you guys. Really appreciate it. We had a really awesome time, guys, and thanks again to Lawrence and Steph for showing us around Gary again. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and thumbs up and all that stuff that the kids said, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.